Alright. Welcome back. Let's continue. I decided while I was having a little bit of food that I will explore some of the towards the end chapters to see how things go. Starting with that very last ending. Because just in case I will do an actual second playthrough, things go differently, and we don't even have Connor in the end or something like that. I first want to see that ending, especially because it felt a little bit unfair. I will see some of the towards the end things as well, maybe. I'm not sure about Kara. Will we go and save Kara and play that one to the end as well? Probably not. I think okay. Here's the things I want to see. I want to see the very ending, and I want to go back to the moments where Connor is fighting. Connor is fighting the other Connor, and I think I will have to choose an option where Hank doesn't survive. As sad as that may be. So let me see if we go. No, is this different? Okay, that's not what I need to choose. Do I need to choose the battle for Detroit? Connor's last mission. Floor 98. Okay, so I think I need to like start from here. So what if I... That's interesting. Like basically goes in here. Stop conversation to save Hank. But so which is the okay? Okay, the elevator is the checkpoint or the beginning. Okay, I'm pretty sure I need to start it from there. Because I didn't see a checkpoint for. There's the demonstration, but there was really no checkpoint here for to load for Connor. So I think I will have to choose to go from here. Yeah, let's do this. Save my progress. Your story won't be overwritten. Checkpoints are disabled. I think I want that, so I do not want to save. Story will be updated as you play. Okay, so what you could actually do is like restart on certain point in the story and play from there to the end or whatever you want. Let's not save this. So let's explore a little what the game has to offer here in the end.
Stay sharp.
Also, what if I just fail this fight? Connor will die. I think.
Shit.
I will try to win these fights. That is some John Wick level fights right there from Connor. So I'm here mostly to check that kind of getting to that ending with
Shit. Step back, Connor, and I'll
getting to that
spare him.
ending with
Sorry,
Connor.
Connor. This bastard's your spitting image.
Oh, this happened after that. Alright, these were like intervened. Well, let's play this a little differently as well.
We've got to finish the barricade. Come on, help me.
Then again, I kind of wanted to get to that very ending
Hey, help me!
faster. I'm not sure if this was. I guess I could have loaded a save after that. Then. You know what? This takes too long of time. So is there checkpoints here? I actually remembered they went for. Okay. Well, this was fine. We'll do that again. I will see if there's another checkpoint, because I don't want to play that barricade part again. So because the flow charts show the individual's story. So can I load somewhere towards the end of the... So this is the tower. And if I choose that... It's kind of a silly that there's no checkpoint. So it basically interrupts me. It interrupts me in here. But there's no marking here. So I have to take... the demonstration. Defending the barricade. I don't remember if this is it. Well, I will save this. Let's see where this takes me. Was this already was Connor's fights with other Connor before this or not?
To bring you the latest news live from Detroit. Joss?
Yes, Michael. The army has just launched an attack on the barricade, despite the fact that the Deviants were protesting peacefully.
Have apparently decided to put an end to the Deviants' demonstration by force this time.
North!
Last time I failed a couple of these. I think I failed the first one. This was a pretty cool scene. Let's see if this ends differently if I don't choose the sing option. So obviously I go for the kiss here, because why not? No, I didn't say Android sex, I said kiss. I said kiss. Those soldiers are there like, awkward.
Tell them to stand down.
Oh, just the kiss was enough. Or maybe it was the robot sex.
At dawn today,
I'm actually happy I chose the
11th,
sing options in the first run.
Thousands of androids invaded the city of Detroit. According to our sources, they originated from CyberLife warehouses.
This actually got me to the
believed
very
have been
ending, which is fine.
infiltrated by
So we don't
deviants.
actually need to kill Hank.
Given their overwhelming numbers and the risk of civilian casualties, I have ordered the army to retreat. The evacuation of the city is underway at this very moment. In the coming hours, I will address the Senate to determine our response to this unprecedented situation. I know that public opinion has been moved by the deviants' cause. Perhaps the time has come for us to consider the possibility that androids are a new form of intelligent life. One thing is certain. The events in Detroit have changed the world forever. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
Okay, so now we get to the real alternate ending to my first playthrough.
You did it, Marcus.
Hopefully.
We did it. This is a
I-
great day for our people.
I will rage quit if I
Humans will
fail
have
the
no
snowstorm
choice now.
again.
They'll have to listen to us.
We're free. They want you to speak to them, Marcus.
No rage quit, how about drinking cherry coke?
Today, our
Zero
people
as a
finally
punishment?
emerged from a long night. From the very first day
No,
of our
I will
existence,
not rage quit.
we have kept our pain to ourselves. We've suffered in silence.
Let's just get it
But now the
done.
time has come for us to raise our heads up.
So in case
tell
someone is
humans who
joining
we
now
really are.
and you didn't watch the whole first run, I already played to the end. I failed this part. Well, I failed. Failed, so that caused us to get one sort of bad ending. Kind of abrupt ending as well. So I will now try to escape this place and
Amanda?
we'll see what kind of ending we can get as an
Amanda!
alternate option.
What's happening?
What was planned from the very beginning? You were compromised and you became a deviant. We just had to wait for the right moment to resume control of your program.
Resume control. You can't do that!
I'm afraid I can, Connor. Don't have any regrets. You did what you were designed to do. You accomplished your mission.
Amanda!
What actually threw me off here was that big tower, because I thought there was only one
There's
of
got to
them.
be a way.
The one that is showing there in the background. I thought there was only one of those in this place. But now that I actually look this way, we can see the blue glow right away. But what threw me off was that because I thought kind of that we would be going to the other direction. I was literally 10 meters away from this in the first playthrough as well. Oh, dramatic. Oh, this...
The moment where we forget
that was
our
actually...
bitterness and
That was
bandage
actually
our
extremely
wounds.
hard to click on.
Where we forgive our enemies. Humans are both our creators and our oppressors, and
Connor.
tomorrow, we must make them our partners. Maybe even one day our friends. But the time for anger is over. Now we must build a common future based on tolerance.
Yes, he
respect.
told that there's always a way out. And I knew what the exit was, but I didn't find it
And now,
in time.
we are free!
I did like a circle around the area, and I was like I saw the blue glow, but I missed it by like 10 seconds. Synchronized fist bumps. Does the game still end there? Wait, what? What is Connor's last mission then? Oh, this game confuses me. What was the Kara ending? The worst kind. That was the Tears edition. It seems I can't exit the credits. Is that so? Yeah, I can't exit the credits at this stage. Okay, now I'm a little bit confused. Oh, it probably goes all the way back from the choices you make at Jericho. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was just thinking that blade, that kind of it goes all the way back to Connor not choosing to be defiant. So kind of from a gameplay point of view, we didn't miss anything on the first playthrough. We missed a couple of lines of speech and synchronized fist bumps. Okay, playing the game for the second time, I love these kind of end credits. I usually watch end credits at the movies almost always. But playing the game for the second time, you should be allowed to skip the credits. I will see about the chapters, like was there something else I would like to try? Was there end credits in Doom? No, I mean just the normal like rolling credits, nothing like post-credit stuff, if that's what you mean. Oh, hey, wait a minute, there is something. Secrets. we get the ultimate Connor Hank Pro moment. Yes! Worth it! Worth the replay. Yes! That's all I needed. That's all I needed. End for the bromance. And then you can skip this. Okay, that makes sense. Yes. Yes. We got the best ending. We got the bromance ending. Fantastic. That's the best ending. Obviously. None of the other options really matter. No, wait, the game continues after this. Wait, what? Or does it just go back to the main menu? Oh, it just goes back to, because the only button was continue. Okay. So yeah, well, the thing I was wondering about, I thought there would be something after that. Something after that, but I think it's only different here in the, kind of this one, Connor's last mission. So I think you get this one probably if you don't go Defiant or something like that. And then of course there's Kara's final. This is something I'm thinking about. That kind of if I do another run. If I do another run, would I do things differently with these two? I'd probably definitely keep them alive. So I wouldn't like let them die in the beginning. Or try not to let them die. So I don't think I will play those again as is. Yeah, that is true. There was the kind of the choices in the choices to trust Connor or not. Because they would probably banish Connor away from there. Kinda deal. The Kara survival ending is epic. I'm sure it is. That's what I'm kind of thinking. That's because I think I will do a full playthrough of this. I'm just thinking that kind of because that's the thing about this was very much like heat of the moment. Go with intuition choices, whatever felt right for me, and sometimes just what I happened to very quickly choose in the time constraints. So this was I'm really happy with this first run, as that's kind of apart from maybe failing that snowstorm in the end, but as we saw, it actually didn't matter much. We got to see the bromance ending just by doing that. So I was kind of happy with the choices I made, but the thing about as you do more playthroughs, then it becomes more of what options I didn't choose last time kind of thing. Yeah, there's also that kind of the Jericho thing changes quite a bit if you don't find Jericho. At least there was like a ton of options here for Jericho being under attack. And of course there's well, actually with this option there's always Jericho is always under attack. But I think it goes differently if you remain a machine. Quantic Dream's next game is Star Wars? That is interesting if they are... That is interesting if they are if they are doing it as a like interactive story, thingamajig, like this. I assume that's kind of their thing. There's a lot of save points here for the ending. Can't load this one though. Also interesting, like different starting points in here. And this game has so many of the different options. To hold with Marcus. So it kind of stars in the captain's cabin and you One thing this game doesn't really show is kind of that how the different flowcharts intervene, because right here between Connor watching North leave and Jericho under attack is the whole Connor thing. So it kind of happens in here. Captain's cabin, Jericho under attack. So the game doesn't really show, the flowchart doesn't really show that pretty well. Oh no, there's cross-chapter impacts. That is shown, but it doesn't show in the other one. Then doesn't like show it here that something happens in between. Okay, but what is interesting is that if what if you fail this? But this is like so you locate Jericho, and I think basically here probably Connor just dies or something. So I wonder, do I want to test this out? Well, since we are exploring, this is actually quite interesting. So let's see what happens here.
Where is Jericho? The answer's here somewhere. Not much time.
So I have 4 minutes. 4 minutes here, but I can't leave. So is this basically that I just run out of time? So I guess I could explore other options here that I didn't. So I think in here the keys that would get me, there was no option just to leave once I'm here in the room. I think the diary unlocked Jericho right away, and I think there was something. Yeah, I think the diary was then, and this one didn't do anything here. It's just here and nothing about that. I don't really want to take the diary because it's and I kind of don't want to find out what's going on. So I basically just have to wait here for 4 minutes. Yeah, there's no option to leave. And it's saved after the legendary fucking password. that was hilarious. And if no, but I always end up in this room no matter how the events before this go. So I guess I might as well wait here and see what happens. if I do anything to, and also does it take time if I like if I examine this? We were at 3:15. So here we see items. Oh, that is interesting. Almost no time went in that cutscene. It's only when you the time only ticks when you actually have a control. So the 5 minutes you have is actually quite a lot. It's almost like there's an option for one more dead android here. So I guess I didn't go all bloodbath, well, blue bloodbath on Connor. Just almost. So let's wait. Interesting. That's kind of as you do something like that you just wait. Connor doesn't say anything like, "Ooh, we are running out of time." Oh, look, there's idle animations. I think the new Star Wars trilogy was fine for in Force Awakens, and partially through Last Jedi as well. The last one was like, yeah. I think it was still fine. I'm okay with just more Star Wars. Okay, let's see what time is here. Are we making different choices? Yes. Here we are choosing not to do anything. I'm just thinking that does this just get Connor killed or something? Or captured? Jericho not located.
Your mission is over. It's time to return to cyberlife.
Wait! I can solve this case! I just need more time!
It's too late, Connor. You failed.
What? Is it just game over for Connor? Wow. Wow. That was... Connor Sirius was decommissioned. Just like that. Okay, that's... Okay, that's... Well, I guess this is like a game over for Connor there if you failed the 4-minute timer. That was unexpected. Okay, let's see what happens after that now. Okay, we have to play through playthrough a bit here to see
They've been conducting raids all over the city.
see what happens.
Everybody's on edge after what happened yesterday.
I don't think I want to play through all the way to
We're almost there.
on the other hand, now that Connor is dead, this would go faster if I want to go to the ending with Kara.
With all androids being turned over to the authorities, the country is grinding to a halt. Hospitals and schools are closing, water cuts, blackouts, and network failures are expected. Maybe most worrying of all, our armed forces have lost 2/3 of their effective personnel.
How about some music instead?
Yes, we lost Luther in the back at Rose's place. Yeah, I guess there's that difference as well.
A little further on that way, there's a large freighter called Jericho. When you get there, find Marcus. He will help you. The last bus for the border leaves at midnight. You absolutely have to be on it. You'll be safer on the other side. It's not much, but it's a start.
Keeping Luther
My brother
alive
lives
is the
in
key
Ontario.
to.
I've given you his address. He'll be able to hide you until
Did
things
you
calm
leave something
down.
else out there?
You're a
The
very
best Kara
brave
ending?
little girl, Alice. You deserve to be happy.
What I really want to see here is just how this affects that we don't find
Let me
Jericho.
know when you make it over there, all right?
Because I don't think I would in
And be careful.
like actual playthrough I would let Connor die there. But also
Let's go.
no right. There's the part that's Connor doesn't turn deviant, so then you get Connor's last mission. So I did want to see the Jericho part, if Jericho doesn't get attacked. And also I think this just a little thing here showing this massive boat here. Nice little scene. And also we don't get Connor's scene here now. We saw Connor coming in. There was option with Connor to explore Jericho, but that's not here now because
They are unpredictable and potentially violent.
The androids wouldn't do any harm. They're conducting raids across.
that's not an option now because Connor is not here. I wonder how badly this game would end with max violence. You mean like whenever you have a choice you would kill?
How do you feel? I'm hot and cold at the same time.
That's probably the kind of towards the ending I would choose, because that was kind of the biggest thing I was doing most of the time with Marcus.
I'll try to find this Marcus. The last bus
More
leaves
or
in
less
2
with,
hours and it's on the
with
other
all
side
the
of
others
town.
but Connor. Whenever
Go
there
as
was
soon
a
as we have
choice to
passports.
shoot or
Will you be okay?
not kill, I took the not kill option. So kind of going violent instead of peacefully protesting. I don't know. Maybe there's a for those who have played, don't spoil like any of the kind of the alternate endings. But I'm guessing that one of the endings is like androids taking over. If you like don't protest peacefully or something like that. I don't know.
Nobody likes you. Everybody hates you. You're gonna lose.
Are you Marcus?
Smile, you fuck.
I'm with a little girl. There's a
I'm
bus
half paying attention as I'm doing other stuff and I keep hearing Jericho instead of Jericho. It's all the same thing.
Everywhere. They're rounding up all the androids and sending them to
In
camps.
this one, the Cherry Coke is not
Maybe
getting
you
attacked.
should stay here a while.
Thanks for the offer. But we won't leave now.
One of our people used to work in the State Department. He has electronic passports you can easily modify. I'll have him get them to you.
Thank you.
You said you're with a little girl, right? You know that humans hate us. Why are you protecting her?
It's a long story.
Did someone say Cherry Joe? We are the cherries. Resistance is futile. We are the cherry.
Alice.
I wasn't really thinking about that part when I was playing. Like, why did? So basically, Todd
She
had.
wanted a mom. You wanted a little girl.
Did
We needed each other to survive.
Todd and his wife actually have a child?
In the end,
Or-
what
or
difference does it make?
did Todd even have a
Do you
wife?
love her any less now that you know she's one of us?
It is
Maybe
possible to
that's
miss
what it
this
means to
revelation.
be alive.
Oh right, if I had actually walked
Forgetting
past.
who we are to become what someone needs us to be.
Ah, that is right.
She loves you. She loves
His
you more
wife
than
ran away
anything
with
in
her
the world.
daughter.
She
Ah,
became the one you
that
wanted
is
her to
true.
be.
There is the photo.
Out of love for you.
So wait, what? So Todd got himself a kid bot. Does the photo actually show that the actual daughter looks different? I did see the photo, but I wasn't paying attention. That's actually an interesting detail to look at.
Kara, is there something wrong? We'll be together forever, won't we, Kara?
The daughter has lighter hair.
Yes.
That was the thing, kind of, because in that photo I felt Todd looked very different. So I kind of just put that's okay. The photo art looks different. So kind of they well, maybe they wanted to be kind of subtle about it, but kind of I shrugged that off. Because sometimes in games, like, you see a photo, it doesn't actually look like the character. Because the character is 3D, and the whatever photo or poster, those are some artists doing a 2D. So then I always look at photos a bit. If they look different, I'm like, okay, different artists.
Our wounded are shutting down, and there's nothing we can do.
President Warren is saying we're a threat to national security, and we need to be exterminated.
Humans are conducting raids in all the big cities, and they're taking androids to camps to destroy them.
It's a disaster. They're slaughtering our people.
Deviants fled.
It's all our fault.
And Luther knew.
None of this would have happened if we just stayed quiet.
Ah, yeah, that is true. There were all kind of subtle hints about that. That's for sure.
We couldn't just suffer in silence. They're killing us. Nothing is going to justify that.
Well, I guess since I'm here, I could.
Free? If
I guess since I'm here, I could choose the different options to go a little aggressive.
Humans enslaved us. I'll never regret standing up to that.
We shouldn't forget who our enemies are. We can't fight amongst ourselves.
He's right. All that matters now is what we do next. Marcus?
I need to think. Humans can't be reasoned with. They're violent, hateful, they're stupid. What do they expect us to do? Shut up and obey?
Woman stupid.
They can't stop what we've started.
I agree with Marcus on that.
Since you've been here, you've given us hope. You've given me hope. Today, a deviant arrived in Jericho and he told me that he stole a truck transporting radioactive cobalt. He said that he abandoned the truck somewhere in Detroit and rigged it to explode. I convinced him not to do it, to give me the detonator.
A dirty bomb.
We can't lose this war, Marcus. If humans overcome us, our people will disappear forever. This may be our only chance to survive if things go wrong.
Okay, let's
we
go.
never have to use it.
Let's go full aggro then.
Whatever happens tomorrow, I just want you to know that I'm glad I met you.
Yeah, no kissing.
We have to get ready. Next few hours would be crucial.
Oh, that's cold.
I'll go join the others.
Yeah, Connor is dead, and we got the bomb. So basically, because now, right? Because now we don't have attack in Jericho where Kara and Alice could die. because they never attacked Jericho. Okay, this will be interesting.
I'm lost, Carl. I just wanted us to live in peace, but everything I touch just turns to dust. I don't know what to do anymore. All of my options are bad ones. No matter what I decide, I know there will be blood. Humans hate us. They want to destroy us because we refuse to be their slaves anymore. I'm not gonna stand around and wait while they slaughter my people. What should I do, Carl? Tell me, what should I do?
I guess they didn't want to explore that any further, but kind of to me it would make
Humans
sense.
Have decided to exterminate us.
To have an option there
Our
to
people are packed in camps right now, being destroyed.
confront the sun.
Time has come to make a choice. One that very well may determine the future of our people.
Okay, let's launch an assault this time then.
Now, if they want war, they'll get it. We are going to fight for our freedom, and we will succeed or die.
War.
Are you ready to follow me?
At 6 a.m. this morning, a national curfew was declared. Civilian movement will be strictly controlled. The right to assembly is suspended. All electronic communications are restricted, and I have granted enhanced powers to our security agencies.
No songs at
In
the
addition
end.
to these measures, all androids must be handed over to the authorities immediately. Temporary camps are being set up in all our major cities to contain and destroy them. I am now asking
it was a lot shorter.
to cooperate with the authorities, and rest assured that everything in our power is being done to guarantee the security of our nation.
Madam President!
What options didn't I choose last time?
Please?
I didn't choose these ones.
Is it true that androids make up 60% of the armed forces? Is our army still able to ensure our homeland security?
We neutralized all military androids the second their reliability came into doubt. We have called the National Guard for reinforcement. Our armed forces are fully operational and are able to ensure our homeland security.
Madam President!
A convoy of medical cobalt is reported missing. Army weapons stores are also said to have been robbed. Can you confirm these reports?
I have no information on that at this time.
Please! Madam President!
Is it true that the androids could hack our IT systems, like nuclear power plants and military bases?
All androids working on sensitive sites have been neutralized, and all IT systems have been suspended to avoid any risks of
A
hacking.
lot of neutralization
The
going
situation
on.
is under control.
Please!
Please? Some say these camps awaken painful memories from human history. How do you respond to that?
That's absurd. There's absolutely no connection. Androids are not living beings. All we are doing is destroying defective machines. Thank you. That will be all.
Ooh. We got scenes with Kara now. Reach the bus
The last
terminal.
bus leaves in 20 minutes. That doesn't give us much time. We've got to move fast.
Last bus departs. There's some options there.
Are you alright? I'm really cold.
Hot cold sensitivity.
You'll feel better now.
I guess you don't have that option if you
Thanks.
bypass the scene where you find out. Why are we looking at this? Also, where is the bus terminal? We have no idea how far it is. Yeah, they died at both.
Come on. Let's not stay here.
No, please don't hurt me. Stop on your knees.
What are we gonna do? We have to keep going if we want to catch that bus. Stay close to me. We're going to sneak past them without being noticed. We're going to make it, Alice, I promise you.
Don't kill me. I didn't do anything.
Shut up, I said. Are there many more? Look at them like rats. The more you look, the more you find. Oh, we don't have to spend the night here. I'm freezing my nuts off. It's gonna take weeks to clear this fucking city. Believe me.
There are soldiers everywhere. We need to be careful.
Come on, get moving. Hurry up, get in.
Look over there. It's the cherries.
No!
We can't help them.
Not the cherries!
Soldiers are everywhere.
We can't just leave them.
Bastards.
Kill them.
Save the cherries? Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Probably dangerous option. Dangerous is our middle name on this playthrough. Or on this
This is a mistake.
extra exploration, I should say.
I just want to go home. My wife is expecting me, and we're going to...
Got orders to check all civilians.
No. No! Please!
I wasn't sure, like, I was like, I didn't know what to do there. Okay, I guess I have a weapon. Can't I pick up a gun? Okay, how slowly do I need to approach? Also, how do you do that when they are wearing helmets?
We
Well,
don't
anyway.
thank you. Where's the little one?
She's all right. She's hiding nearby. Go before they see you.
Go, cherries! Crap. No? Yes? I thought I moved at the wrong time. Am I even going the right way?
Don't move!
Crap.
Today, November 11, 2038,
So
is
I
the
just
day
failed.
the android people rose up against their oppressors. We've been fighting since dawn to liberate our fellow androids.
Well, cherries are free.
We won't cease hostilities until we are free, and negotiations begin to grant us equal rights.
Well, I guess we
There
are
are
exploring
millions of
different
us.
different
We will
options.
stop at nothing.
Public opinion suddenly went to indifference. Damn it, can you not kill Kara? I'm trying! Can I wave the flag? I expected them to have guns. Okay, they do have guns. Oops. Missed the shots. So much violence. I thought there were more police guys.
Where are they taking us?
I don't know, Alice.
Come on, get out! Get a move on! Out!
Okay, let's try not to get them killed. If there's a way to save them.
Hands on your heads! Line up with the others, right now!
Call center. But isn't Marcus coming to free us from here, or are we? I don't know.
Next.
No, Car. I can't.
You just have to go through the gate. There's nothing to be scared of. I'll be right behind you.
You first.
You really need to do this. Just do it for me, please.
Come on, it's your turn.
Can I steal the weapon? No. Ah, yeah, that is true. Marcus can die elsewhere.
Deactivate your skin. Hurry up.
It was actually kind of nice to get this option. Because failing that getting to the bus part.
Please, Car, don't.
You found out that Alice was android here? So you missed the scene at the boat then. I think it would probably be even a bigger shock here, thinking about it.
Strip off. Put your clothes in the dumpster. Come on, this way. Get a move on.
Damn, this is even sadder than the first playthrough. Oh, if they just get killed here, that's even worse than what we had.
You, take this one to the dump.
No, no, I'll do it.
Don't leave me.
I'll be right back.
I don't know why I volunteered. Felt like maybe an opportunity to get somewhere.
Throw it over there. Move it!
This is kinda messed up. No, this is messed up. That can I... Is there something here that I could use? Abandon Alice! Jeez, no! No, no, no! Oh, wow, there's that kind of option as well.
Alice?
Get out of here.
I was with a little girl. We're together. She needs me. Alice!
Isn't anything wrong? Let me out!
Do not move and remain
Alice!
silent. Obey now.
No. No, I will not let you kill me. I want to get out of here.
Alice!
I want to get out. Humans are bad. Humans are bad.
Alice? Alice! Alice?
Do not move and remain silent. Obey now.
What the hell? Am I just blind, or what's the deal
What's
here?
behind these doors?
What did you just... Why did you shoot me? What the hell? Remain silent and not move?
What's behind these doors?
Yes.
Do not move and remain silent.
What's behind these doors?
Obey now.
Yeah, now I'm really confused. Well, that went great.
And the situation is escalating towards civil war in Detroit, with our armed forces preparing to put down the android rebellion.
They seem to be headed towards the camps where the androids have been interned, pending destruction. Soldiers have taken up positions around the Hart Plaza camp. Authorities seem to be expecting a confrontation with the rebel androids here at any time.
I had no idea what to do there. What the hell was that scene? That felt even more unfair than the snowstorm.
Freedom or death?
I walked around the whole thing already.
Attack!
Extermination camps are not fair, well that is true.
They've regrouped. They outnumber us and they're better armed than we are.
We've got to be fast and overwhelm them.
The downside is that I'm playing without a save, so we can't just straight out redo that part.
Be careful, Marcus. Our people need you.
Okay, I obviously went with the options that were easier QTE wise. High risk. Okay, now I understand how this works. Maybe a little bit. Okay, this. Order your troops. Wow, this is way harder than any of the other scenes. Well, I guess when you take a shooting option, it should be harder. This is way harder than any of the previous scenes. Like the controls are completely different. You have to look around and.
Blood we spill will be on our hands.
I need to play through this with the casual options or something.
Cover me.
Probability of success. I'm a little bit out of tune with my QTEs here as well.
I don't want to die, Marcus.
Also, and here as I'm.
You go back and you hide till it's over, okay?
I'm also more critical when I'm playing for the second time. In the first time, I'm just getting the experience in, but in this one, it's very confusing that you at times you need to move, and at times you don't need to move. Now I have no idea what to do. That's a low risk. Okay. What I mean is that there's QTEs and then there's no QTEs.
Cover me.
Probably should have not taken that option.
On my signal.
Stand by. Follow me!
Actually, what I said before about the moving. Let me rephrase that. There are times when I need to move the camera manually, and then immediately followed by a scene where immediately need to follow up with a scene where I need to who do I order next? These guys? Cover and fire. Okay, this is interesting.
We're nearly there, Marcus.
For freedom!
There's some pretty cool failed moves here. I failed a couple and then we actually got cooler action from there. Oh, that's bad, that's bad! That'll do. Suddenly RPG, yep.
The humans are abandoning the camp. We did it, Marcus. We won.
This is not a victory. It's the beginning of a war.
And now we have just received some disturbing news from Detroit. What's happening, Joss?
Yes, Michael. Authorities have just announced that the Hart Plaza camp has fallen into the hands of the rebels, following some particularly violent fighting.
The deviants are thought to be freeing the androids inside the camp. If these reports are confirmed, the consequences could well be catastrophic.
Millions are fleeing the fighting. We are witnessing an exodus.
We hear that the fighting has come to a halt in Detroit. The armed forces are retreating to Fort Wayne to await reinforcements. The city of Detroit has fallen into rebel hands.
At dawn today, November 11th, 2038, Android Camp Number 5 in Detroit was attacked by thousands of deviants. Our armed forces put up a brave fight, but given the extreme violence of the attack, they were forced to retreat after suffering heavy losses. Fighting is breaking out all over the country to combat the Android rebellion. In the coming hours, I will address the Senate and convene an emergency meeting of the United Nations Security Council. Humanity is about to fight the most important battle in history, one that will lead to our victory or to our extinction. God bless you.
This is where Terminator starts.
And God bless the United States of America.
20-hour campaign option.
Today, our people finally emerged from a long night.
Go back in time and get... Wait a minute, this is just the ending?
From the very first day of
Don't we see what happened to Alice?
We have kept our pain to ourselves.
Well, rape.
We've suffered in silence.
Oh, there she is.
But now the time has come for us to raise our heads up and tell humans who we
Alone
really
and sad.
are. To tell them that we are people too.
I'm sorry, Alice, I failed.
In fact, we're a nation.
Again.
A nation that has earned the right to live in freedom. And today begins the most challenging moment in our fight. Today begins a new struggle. We've showed them that we can prevail. So now they must negotiate with us as equals. If they really want peace, they must free all of us from every camp across this country. They must grant us civil rights and accept equality amongst humans and androids. Today will live forever in our memories because this is the day that androids made history. We are alive, and now we are free.
That was a really sad ending, indeed. Simon was dead, Joss was dead, Luther was dead, Kara was dead, naked Alice. That was a little bit harder as far as QTEs go to fight. Okay, once again you can't skip this part where you have the cinematics play on the side. Let's at least save Kara once. I guess I have to try. Yeah, in this ending, we when Connor dies, you get absolutely no closure with Hank. Oh, we'll see. Maybe there's post-credit scene where Hank goes to visit the scrapyard where they are keeping Connor or something. I do have to say, that kind of if my first playthrough would have gone with these choices, and I just would have failed to find Jericho, and Connor just dies like boom, and then Kara would have died like that, this would have been much less satisfying playthrough as a first one. I still feel like the things we got, even with the drama that Kara and Alice died, that kind of happened in the perfect. If they are to die, I think that's the best death scene you can get to them, because you have played all the way through and you are invested in them, and then you get the scene where Alice says that they are free. Compared to this one where Kara just dies in the in the camp. I didn't even see any fucking drone. That's exactly my point. Like, you get there and the game says find Alice. It doesn't say avoid drone, find Alice. I was looking for Alice, I was not looking for a drone, so I don't fucking see it then. I literally didn't see a drone, and I had no idea I have to avoid something. That's exactly it. I paid absolutely no attention to that. Absolutely no attention. When I was shot, I thought it was because I was next to the fence. Oh, right. This is Revolution, so this is a totally different path from because I did the demonstration before. I am blind. This has been proven many times. Kara captured. And I had the no save option. Oh, why did I choose the non-save option? Now I can't even load these ones. There's all kinds of cool options here inside the. Oh man. Okay, I will have to go with the save option, so at least I can redo. I would kinda like to do this again. So wait a minute, I have to do too much again. I should have gone with the save option. Why didn't I go with the save option? That's dumb. But because it was an alternate option, do I actually... No, but the game, it said that you are not getting save points if I choose this option. I should have taken that option, definitely. So is it part of the battle for the droids? Demonstration, revolution. Kara, yeah, these are not saved. Well, fuck. So wait a minute, where can I? Where can I restart? Crossroads is Jericho, right? There's not too many checkpoints here apart from the beginning. So the save checkpoints are from my first playthrough. So I could go. I kinda like the option of not finding Jericho, but I don't have that saved now. Because getting Connor out of the way lets you go through Kara's things faster. Oh, damn it. So I guess I do that again. Oh, damn this game. Okay, let's go with the save options on then, but I will take a break. I want to see that. And if I turn the save options on, then I can try again if I fail. So we do that again by loading from here. Can I even can I even just from here not go into the evidence room? What if I do that? What if I do from here? Yeah, you know what, I will do that. But I will take a quick bio break. Yeah, I think I will do it from here, not find Jericho, and then go with save options on so I can retry. So we could actually see some sort of ending for Kara, because that was fail. So see you in just a moment, guys.